Our story begins on May 22nd, 1918. Joseph and Catherine Maggio were found brutally attacked in their home. Their throats were slashed, and the killer vanished without leaving a single fingerprint. Police found a bloody axe in the backyard, but it belonged to the victims. Just weeks later, another couple, Louis Basuma and his mistress, Harriet, were attacked in the same way. Same method, same weapon. The killer used their own axe. Detectives realized something terrifying. New Orleans was dealing with a serial killer. The Axeman never broke windows. He never picked locks. Instead, he carved a small square panel out of each victim's door, slipped inside, and attacked while they slept. Police had never seen anything like it. By the third attack, New Orleans was paralyzed with fear. People started sleeping with axes under their beds. Families took shifts staying awake all night, and Italian immigrant communities felt targeted. Most victims so far were Italian grocers. Near one crime scene, police found chalk writing on a nearby sidewalk. Mrs. Maggio is not going to sit up tonight just like Mrs. Tony. To this day, detectives don't know what it meant, but it was the first sign the killer wanted to send a message. Then, the Axeman sent a letter. A real letter. Published in the newspapers on March 13th, 1919. He claimed he came from the hottest hell and demanded that on a certain night, every house play jazz, or he would kill anyone who didn't. I am not a human being, but a spirit and demon from the hottest hell. I will pass over your city on the next Tuesday night. If you value your lives, play jazz. That night, the entire city erupted in jazz. Every house, every bar, every streetcar, musicians played through the night. And incredibly, no one was attacked. 2 months later, the Axeman struck again. He attacked Sarah Lauman, but she survived. She had no memory of the attack, just another door panel carved out, and her own axe left behind. The most brutal case came on October 27th, 1919. Mike Pepitone was killed in his bedroom. Blood covered the walls. A massive axe wound ended his life instantly. His wife found him, but the killer escaped again. Police were baffled. No witnesses, no fingerprints, no clues. The Axeman seemed to vanish like a ghost after each attack. Investigators even consulted psychics, but nothing worked. Fear gripped the city. People began sleeping in groups, bars refused to close, and newspapers were filled with warnings. Some residents hired private guards, others barricaded doors and windows. The city became a living nightmare. Psychologists today speculate the Axeman had a fascination with fear itself. He wasn't just killing, he was orchestrating terror, leaving notes, playing with the public. It was performance crime decades ahead of its time. Newspapers sensationalized every attack. Headlines screamed in bold, "Axeman strikes again." Citizens devoured every word. Some believe the Axeman used the media to his advantage. Knowing panic would spread faster, the Axeman's famous letter instructed people to play jazz. That night, the city obeyed, and no murders happened. Some suggest he was a music lover, or perhaps the threat was bluffing. Either way, jazz literally saved lives. Despite the fear, the Axeman continued sending letters. Some were poetic, others threatening. The city waited anxiously for each publication. Detectives read them repeatedly, hoping for a clue, but none came. Some victims survived attacks, barely escaping death. Their testimonies were chilling. A door panel removed, a shadowy figure lurking, silence before the strike. Their courage helped document the Axeman's methods for history. Authorities investigated hundreds of suspects, from ex-convicts to jealous lovers. Yet, nothing panned out. Some historians believe the killer may have left the city, but his identity remains a mystery to this day. The legend of the Axeman spread beyond New Orleans. Other cities followed the news with fascination and horror. The killer's myth became larger than the crimes themselves, a story that still sparks curiosity today. The last known murder, attributed to the Axeman, occurred in 1919. After that, the attacks mysteriously stopped. Did he die? Move away? Or was he finally caught and covered up? No one knows for sure. Residents celebrated cautiously. Some doubted the killings were over. Stories of people still playing jazz at night persisted, just in case. Fear remained woven into the city's psyche. Decades later, True crime researchers and historians still study the Axeman. They examine letters, crime scenes, and police records, trying to solve one of America's most chilling cold cases. Theories range from a deranged serial killer, to a jazz-loving demon, to a man with mafia connections. The Axeman has become more myth than man, and his true identity may never be known. The Axeman's story inspired songs, books, and even horror films. New Orleans' dark jazz culture carries a shadow of this chilling history. Keeping the legend alive, the Axeman case teaches us how fear can grip a city, how myth and reality can blur, and how humans react when terror strikes in their own homes. The night everyone played jazz and survived has become legendary. Music, it seems, was more than entertainment, it was survival. To this day, it's a story told around the world. Was the Axeman real? Was he human? Or a ghost story brought to life by fear and newspapers? Whatever the truth, his legend remains one of the most mysterious in history. Today, tourists walk the same streets where the Axeman once prowled. Jazz echoes from bars, celebrating music and survival. But the city never forgets its dark past. Like this chilling story? Subscribe for more mysterious and unbelievable true history from around the world.